look, we're all passionate people, viewers, we're all passionate people, but there are some rules. So let's just don't speak over each other. I just want to come in for 30 seconds. Excuse me, Mr. Punala, 1 second. I just want to come in for 30 seconds. The question that I want to ask today, viewers, is very simple. How is it that the barricades that were set up had such a permanence about them? Why were they nailed into the ground? Because, you see, this question I'm picking up from the opposition that asked that question of the Modi government at the center, when on the outskirts of Delhi, on the borders of Delhi, farmers protested, if you remember, viewers, in occupied highways. Same question. So how is it that at that time it was a travesty? It was an attempt to muzzle, not even dissent, viewers, just a protest, an ordinary protest. How is it that, viewers, none of these politicians spoke up against the desecration of the Red Fort on Republic Day, when, forget about lathis, protesters showed up on tractors and ran over police? Where was then, viewers, the concern for democracy, for decorum? Zero. No one spoke up, viewers. In fact, the very next day, they went and shared the stage in solidarity with the protesters. So you see, viewers, what goes around comes around. No one is legitimizing any violence, let me tell you. But if you don't set a consistent example and don't lead by it, you're going to have problems and you're going to be tested. And that is what you're seeing on your screens. Now, Dr. Ranganathan, at the end of the day, what is it that the viewer wants? What is it that the ordinary man in Bengal wants? He wants answers to some basic questions. And the only person he can turn to in the absence of any other recourse is the opposition, in the hope that those questions will be asked on their behalf by an opposition. Isn't it? Or am I wrong? Or have I misunderstood democracy?
No, absolutely right. As long as, Rahul, the few caveats, of course, are there that the opposition doesn't violate the law of the land. If they do, then there are repercussions. Absolutely. And as I already said in the beginning of what I said, that I totally condemn any violence perpetrated by, and Shehzad agreed with me. I think it is, I credit Shehzad, creditable for him to agree with me that the violence perpetrated by a few BJP workers is totally unacceptable. You were showing the videos of them setting police vans alight. That is totally unacceptable. That is not the way opposition should ask questions. But this has to be said, that the same people who are for blockading, protests that last for a year, blockading highways, illegally, termed illegal by the Supreme Court, are today casting an unfair light on these protests. I think that is laughable hypocrisy, and you've exposed it.